Hey everyone, it's Jasmine. So today I decided to come and tell you guys 8 things. I couldn't get my hands to work. 8 things that they don't tell you before you come to college. These are 8 things that I know now that I wish I knew before I got here, because they would have saved me so much just energy and time and just emotional stress. So if you guys are interested in hearing the 8 things that I wish I was told before I went to college, just keep watching. The first thing I wish someone had told me was don't take morning classes. Morning classes are those 8 a.m. classes or those 9:05 classes, depending on where you go, depends on, I guess, the timing for them. But those early morning classes are going to be a pain in the behind. You figure that when you were in high school, middle school, elementary school, classes started pretty much at like 8:30 and ended at 3:30. So you're thinking, oh yeah, I'll be good. I'll take an 8 a.m. class, get my classes over with for the day. And if you're a morning person, that's gonna work out well for you. But if you don't like getting up in the morning, those 8 a.m. classes are going to kill you. I have a 9:05 class now. I've had a few 9:05 classes in the past. I'm gonna have 9:30 classes in the future. And 9 o'clock is the earliest that I will do. Literally the absolute earliest, because I absolutely hate getting up in the morning. It's not fun. So if you don't like getting up in the morning, I really, really recommend you do not take 8 a.m. classes if you can avoid it. The second thing that they don't tell you is that you will get homesick. A lot of people say, oh, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna forget all about home. Who's gonna wanna go home? You don't care, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna have fun. I will honestly say like 99% of my friends and or people that I know who went off to college like far away from home their freshman year were homesick probably every week. The first 3 days of me being at school, I cried. Literally every night I cried myself to sleep, because I just felt so not alone, because I had friends and things like that, but I just felt like something was missing because my mom wasn't there. So I cried for like literally the first 3 nights that I was there. I was homesick for so long. The first time that I went home was about a month and a half later for Labor Day weekend, and I was just emotional. But after a while, things do get easier. I went home a lot my freshman year. I think I was home every few weeks. Well, not every few weeks, but maybe once or twice a month I was going home. Well, I'll say once a month. Twice might be pushing it. But once a month I was going home. And that was just because I missed my mom so much. And then my second year of school, I kind of got over it, and I was like, okay, I'm not going home as much anymore. So yeah, your freshman year, you are going to be homesick. No matter what you think, I promise you, you're gonna be homesick. The third thing I wish they had told me was that you are gonna end up forgetting a lot of important stuff at home. When I left for college, I was pretty good about making sure I had everything. I pretty much packed my entire room and bathroom and most of the kitchen. I made sure that I had everything. My mom took me grocery shopping. What I didn't have, we bought from the store. But like throughout the year, you're gonna start noticing that your favorite sweater is at home in the dryer, or you left your favorite sneakers in your closet, or that one t-shirt that you like to sleep in because it reminds you of the time your grandmother took you to Disney World is still at home in your drawer, and it's gonna upset you. I used to forget hair products at home all the time. I forgot like my hair tools like blow dryers and flat irons and things like that, and my mom was literally mailing me packages twice a month. Hey mom, you busy? So I'm recording the video, and one of the things I'm talking about in the video is how when you go to school as a freshman, you end up forgetting a lot of your stuff at home. How many packages do you think you sent me a month my freshman year?
A month? Maybe 2.
Yeah. You're gonna leave stuff at home. The fourth thing that I wish somebody had told me was that staying organized is much more than having a planner and writing down your homework. I thought that it would just be that easy, like in high school, you just write down your little due dates and you keep it moving. No, staying organized in college takes much more than just a planner or an agenda or a calendar or whatever you guys call it. you have to stay on top of your things. I use a planner, I use my online calendars, I use Google calendars, I use my calendar on my laptop. I have so many calendars with so many alarms to remind me of due dates. I have calendars around my room. Whenever something's due, I'll write it on like the bathroom mirror or my closet mirror so that I remember to do it, because you're gonna get caught up in your daily routine, and I promise you, you're gonna forget that you have a quiz due. You're gonna forget that you have a test, an online test due. You're gonna forget that you have homework due or a project that's due in a few days. You're gonna forget. So staying organized, staying on top of your dates on syllabus day, when they give you the syllabus, like in high school, you kind of just throw it away. No, in college, read your syllabus. It's going to tell you everything that you need. And I guess this is a bonus tip. Read your syllabus, because you're going to need to know everything that's on that syllabus. It tells you what kind of Scantron that you have to buy, or if your school makes you buy them, we have to buy Scantrons, but it tells you what kind of Scantron you'll have to buy or get or whatever to take your test, what book you're going to need to purchase from your bookstore, what kind of notebooks and materials you'll need if you need to purchase things, if you have a lab, the due dates for everything. Your syllabus literally is your lifeline for these classes, because most teachers are not going to baby you and say, okay, you have a project due, remember your project's due, hey, your project's due. They're not going to do that. They're going to tell you it's on the syllabus, and to remember that it's on the syllabus, pretty much. The fifth thing that I wish that they told me before I came to college was that life is not going to be all about studying. I come from a very academically pushing family, like in a good way. They pushed us to always focus on our academics and do well in school, which I did. I always did my best and got, you know, the best results that I could produce in high school, but they pretty much did not prepare me for what college was going to really be like. In my head, before I came, I thought I was going to be studying all day, every day, never have time to go out, never have time for friends, no time for relationships, no time for anything, because I was going to be all about the books. And while that is true to a certain extent, I do have far more free time than I thought that I was going to have. My freshman year, I did drive myself crazy because I was studying 24/7. I was always in my room. Even if I wasn't studying, I didn't make time to really hang out with my friends. Like, I would go to my best friend's house, but that would pretty much be it. But yeah, life is not going to be all about studying. You're going to find your balance. You're going to find your routine. Some people will go to college and just study, and that's great if that's what you want to do, but I feel like you have to find a balance. So when you get to school, just make sure you try and find your balance. Number 6 is that teachers really don't care about the small stuff like teachers cared about in high school. Chewing gum, eating food in class, getting up to go to the bathroom, leaving class early. 9 out of 10 teachers are not going to care that you're doing all that stuff. Now, if a teacher does have a specific policy, like a late policy or an early leaving policy or a no food in the classroom type of policy, then please follow it. Do not take what I'm saying to apply to every teacher, because definitely if a teacher has a strict rule, please follow that rule. But usually, like, in most of my classes, I can be on my cell phone. I can bring my laptop to class. I can, you know, you can technically wear what you want. There's no like dress code. I don't personally go to class wearing pajamas or like really short shorts where my butt hangs out, or like low cut short shirts or anything, but you can wear whatever you want. They're not, well, they will judge you, but they're not gonna like write you a citation or send you to suspension or anything like that. So the teachers really don't care about the small stuff, but just make sure you know your teacher and you know their rules and you follow their rules, and then whatever they don't care about, then you can just, you know, do that, but just don't abuse it. The 7th thing is basically who you were in high school does not matter to your college professors or even the friends that you'll make in college. The only people who really are going to remember what you did or who you were in high school are your classmates that went to that same college with you from that high school. And then even then, we don't care. When I came here my freshman year, people who I was not friends with in high school, I'm now friends with, and people who I was friends with in high school, I'm no longer friends with. Like, your high school reputation does not matter. If you were a super cool athlete in high school and now you're just, you know, a a bookworm or something, like nobody's gonna say like, ooh, you know, nobody's gonna make it a big deal unless you make it a big deal. So college is really like a time to go away and, you know, start fresh, make a new name for yourself, be who you want to be, especially because, you know, your high school professors or your high school teachers, because I don't think we have professors in high school. I don't know. Your high school teachers are not communicating with your college professors. So it's not like they're saying, oh, yeah, Jasmine is in my class this year. How was she in her 9th grade English class? They're not doing that. So who you are in college doesn't, who you are in high school doesn't determine who you will be in college. And the last thing that I wish that someone had told me was that these are going to be some of the hardest years of your life, but they are going to be some of the most rewarding and fun years of your life. I have never struggled this hard academically before in my life. I have never like fought to get a C before. I was always doing very well, A's and B's, and then you get to college and the term C's get degrees really does become a big thing, because sometimes you just have to accept the C. And that's just what it is. And that's what makes it some of the hardest years of your life. But the people that you meet in college, the lessons that you learn, the memories that you make are what is going to make these years some of the most amazing years of your life. And I do say this to say, live your life to the fullest, make mistakes, but learn from those mistakes and don't make them over and over again. Meet new people, experience new things, travel, you know, join organizations, just make the most out of your college experience, because your undergraduate, your first 4 years of college, or your first, you know, your undergraduate degree, however long it takes you to get that degree, you only do that once. If you go back to school afterwards, it's still not the same thing as freshly graduating from high school and going to college for the first time. So I say, make the most out of it, follow these 8 things. There's so much more out there. If you guys want to hear more things that I wish people had told me, or if you want any advice on things pertaining to college, you guys can leave those down below or send me a YouTube message and I will make a video about that. Thumbs this video up if you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.